and welcome back to my channel. So today I thought I would do a batch cook day. So I'm going to be batch cooking lunch for 8 days. Obviously some of it will go in the freezer and the rest will be in the fridge for up to 3 days. If you do want to see what I eat on more of like a day-to-day basis, I will leave a screenshot of my Instagram on here and also a link in the description below for where you can go and check that out. And I am a firm believer that if you ready make your meals, you're more likely to stay on plan. So that is what I'm going to be doing because I am determined to stay on plan now. All of the meals that I am making for this serve two, so I'm going to be making 2 portions of each meal. So I'm going to be making 4 different meals, but 2 portions of it equaling to 8 days. If you do enjoy this video, then please give it a thumbs up and go and hit the subscribe button below. And if you want to be notified for when I upload next, then you can hit the bell as well. So without further ado, I'm just going to crack on to the first meal and get started. So the first thing I'm going to be making is a roast chicken and vegetable tray bake, so I'll just crack on straight away and show you that. So for the roast chicken and vegetable tray bake, I'm just going to be using 2 chicken breasts here that I've got 1 sort of medium sized courgette. I'm going to be using half of a red onion, a smallish sweet potato, this is about 250 grams, and then 100 grams roughly of broccoli. And then just to season, I'm going to be using some of the JD Seasonings chicken rub. Now this, I'll leave a link in the description for where you can get this from, and you can also use the code JessGets20 to get 20% off your entire order. So yeah, there's that, and that's obviously what I'm going to be seasoning my chicken with. And then I've just got some fry light which I'm going to be cooking with, and then my baking tray. So I've just preheated the oven to 200 degrees centigrade, and literally this is probably one of the easiest ones because all I'm really going to be doing is, I think I might cut these down because you are supposed to just stick them straight on the tray, but I think I might cut these down into smaller pieces and then just obviously chop the red onion, the sweet potato and the courgette and then just pop them on the tray, and then it just goes straight in the oven. So yeah, I'm just going to crack on and do that. So I've got my chicken prepped there and then my veg prepped as well. So it is literally just going to go on the tray now. I'm going to be spraying it with some fry light and then spraying the veg as well with some fry light, and then it will just go into the oven for 40 to 45 minutes. So this is now ready to go in. I probably could have done with a bigger tray, but you know, sometimes we've just got to make do with what we've got. So yeah, this is going to go in for 40 to 45 minutes and then we will start on meal number 2. So next to be made is some chicken fajita bowls. These are dead easy, so simple and really quick to make. So for the chicken fajita bowls, I've just got 2 chicken breasts there. I've got 101 grams of brown rice, which I'm just going to be boiling. And then I've got some sliced mixed peppers, which I use these just because they are quick and easy and I can't be bothered to chop them. So I've got some of them. I've then just got the other half of the red onion from what I was using in the last dish. And then I'm going to be grating 40 grams of light cheddar cheese. This is just one from Aldi, but any sort of light cheddar cheese, 40 grams of that. And then I've got some fry light, which I'm going to be cooking it in, and also the JD Seasonings fajita seasoning. So first thing I am going to be doing here is just cutting down the chicken into like strips and then slicing up the onion, and I'll be cooking that in a frying pan with the fry light, along with the peppers, onion, etc. And then meanwhile just boiling the rice just in a second pan over here. So now that this is ready to go and the rice has cooked as well and I've just drained that off, I've also weighed out 40 grams of the lighter cheese and I am literally just going to box these up now. I've just got my 2 containers and I'm just going to be popping the rice in first and then the chicken fajitas on top. I am going to wait until the chicken has cooled down though before adding the cheese on top, just because I want it to melt when I reheat it rather than now. So yeah, I'm just going to box these up now. So they are now ready to go apart from the cheese. So I'm just going to pop them onto a different counter over here just to cool whilst I move on to the next meal. So the third meal that I'm going to be making is a Mexican beef burrito bowl. Again, this is really quick to make and dead filling as well. So yeah, I'll just show you that. So for the Mexican beef burrito bowl, I'm just going to be using some 5% fat minced beef and I'm going to be using the whole pack of this. I've got a red cabbage there, which I'm only going to be using about 20 grams of. A tin of black beans in water, which I'll be draining. I've got some sliced mixed peppers and also some baby spinach. I've just got the washed and ready to eat one. So literally all I'm going to be doing with this, and I've also got the taco seasoning from JD Seasonings, same as before. I'll leave a link in the description below for where you can get these from. They're actually unreal, by the way. If you're not into having like 1,000,001 different spices, then pre-made ones are your answer. Now this one literally doesn't take long at all, so all I'm going to be doing is just cooking the mince and chopping the cabbage. Obviously I'll be cooking these as well and then you literally just assemble it. So yeah. So as this was cooking, this has just come out the oven. So I'm just going to box these up whilst this is just continuing to cook on a lower heat, and then I will finish this one and start the last meal. So that is another 2 meals ready to cool down. I'm just going to pop these over with the fajita bowls for them to cool down as well. So this one is now cooked and ready to go. So I'm just going to be assembling this into the Tupperware. So I've got my taco mince there, and then I've got my red cabbage here, my baby spinach, and I've just drained the black beans there and given them a rinse, so they'll be going in as well. So these are the Mexican beef burrito bowls ready to go. Again, they are going to be going over to the cooling station area of the kitchen. Then I'm just going to crack on with the final dish. So the last meal, but by no means least, is pesto chicken. Now, this is probably one of my favourite lunches just because I love chicken and I love mozzarella. And I also love pesto. So yeah, it's an ideal combination for me. So I'll just quickly show you what I am using for that and how I make it. So for the pesto chicken, all I've got is 2 chicken breasts, what's this one called again? Is it a beef tomato? Looks beefy. I think this is called a beef tomato. We'll go with that anyway. A large tomato. I've got some of the reduced fat mozzarella. I'm just going to be using 125 grams of this. And then I've got some of the reduced fat pesto, and I'll be using 2 tablespoons of that. And then I've just got 200 grams worth of broccoli. So literally all I'm going to be doing for this one is I've just kept the oven on from before, from when I was making the chicken and veg roll. Why won't this go in? Oh my god. So I've just kept that on from when I was making the chicken roast. So all I'm going to do is, what I've actually got is these freezer bags, because what I'm trying to squash these down a bit. So you know when you like make them, when you hit them with a rolling pin, but I don't have a rolling pin and I don't have what you're supposed to have. So I'm just going to pop them into a freezer bag each and then just bash them down with my fist just so that they're like slightly more even, just helps them to cook a bit more evenly. So yeah, I'm going to start by doing that, and then I'll just be topping it with the pesto, mozzarella and tomato, and then popping that in the oven. So this is now ready to go in the oven for about 25 to 30 minutes. I have put some black pepper on top just to season it, and then once that is in the oven, I've just got the broccoli there which I'm just gonna boil. So that has been in for 30 minutes now, and I'm just gonna box it up. The broccoli is already in there after that's been boiled. Can I just say, this smells unreal, like absolutely amazing. So I can't wait to try that one. So yeah, that is gonna be the last one getting boxed up in there. So this is now everything done. Now how satisfying does that look? Obviously I've added the cheese onto this one, ready for that to go in the microwave. So yeah, 8 days worth of lunches, and that only took me maybe like 2 hours or something. It didn't actually take as long as I thought. I probably could have done the pesto chicken before the burrito bowls. I think it probably would have worked out a little bit quicker doing it that way, but you know. Either way, 8 days worth of food ready to go. So just to go over kind of the calories for things for each of these meals. So the pesto chicken works out at about 400 calories per portion. Slimming World wise, the pesto yasin, which is, I think it's 1.5 sins per tablespoon, so that would be 1.5 per portion. And then I think you can get 40 grams of mozzarella for your healthy A. So this actually is more than 40 grams. You're looking at 60 grams, so you would just have to sin the rest of the mozzarella on top of that. And then this one is completely sin-free if you use the cheese as your healthy A. 499 calories per portion. This one is sin-free as well, and so is that one. The Mexican beef burrito bowl is about 450 calories per portion, and then the roast chicken and veg is about 460 calories per portion. So yeah, these are all either 500 calories or less, which makes it easy for if you are calorie counting, and obviously if you're following Slimming World, then they're all generally quite low sin. So yeah, winner there. I don't know if this is the same for anyone else, but how satisfying does that look? Just all the boxes ready to go. Obviously they're not all going to stay in the fridge. I'm actually giving half of them to my sister, just because I don't actually have room in my freezer for all of it. I need to shut that door. Yeah, so I don't actually have room in my freezer for all of them, so I'm going to be giving half of the portions to my sister and then keeping the other half for myself. That brings me to the end of this video. If you did enjoy it, then please give it a thumbs up and go and hit the subscribe button below. And if you want to be notified for when I upload next, then you can hit the bell as well. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you in my next video.